Today's video, gonna be pit smoking pork belly, okay? Just picked this up from BJ's. It's 4 pound, $4.39 a pound, $17.78. No skin on this. So we're gonna open it up. I'm gonna show you how I season it. I usually season it the night before I'm gonna smoke it. Let all the seasonings, salt, and everything work their magic into the meat. We're gonna have great tasting meat. I'm not gonna turn this into burnt ends. I'm just gonna make it one big piece, okay? Simple process, okay? I like keeping it simple on my channel. I go over great detail how I do everything on my channels, and I like keeping it simple. Got nice, even texture, thickness, a little thick hair, but that's nothing. This is the fat layer here. There's your meat side. If you can, get a knife, take out this silver skin. I don't like having that in my meat. Once you get your fingers underneath it like that, you just work it, pull it out. If you can grip it, get a paper towel, it helps a lot. Grab it, pinch it, and just rip it right out. Like so. We're gonna get all that silver skin off, okay? It's not much. Little fat ain't gonna hurt no one. Any pieces hanging off, you can leave it on, cut them off. I like this. Cleaning up my ends. Everything looking good. We're gonna flip it over. I'm gonna get a sharp knife, and we're gonna cross hatch the fat. We're not cutting down into the meat. We're just scoring like so, the layer of fat, you can see here. We're gonna go about 1 inch apart, and we're gonna do the same thing over and over. This way, and what else this does is it makes it so when you're seasoning it, all the seasonings can work its way down. Okay, after you have it scored out, I'm going to rinse it with water. We're going to pat it dry as possible. Flip it over. Pat it dry. Flip it over. Now we're going to start adding our seasonings. We got kosher salt. You want to go heavy on it. Make sure the meat, this fat level, opens up and gets all the salt down into it so it can work its way into the meat, not just the skin. Pepper. Granulated garlic. And also when you score it, it helps the fat render down even more. So it's not just one continuous piece. You got small sections that all the juices and everything just work its way out. Onion powder. Press that in. Cayenne pepper next. You use what you have on hand. If you don't like it hot, don't make it hot. If you like it hot, add a lot. Okay, we'll keep it simple here. Paprika. I like a little cumin. Not too much. It's a potent seasoning. Pat it in. Don't rub it because you're just going to work it out. So pat it in. Sazón Goya. Get that Spanish flavor going in here. Just like so. One package should be enough for a 4-pound. And like I said, we're gonna let this rest in the refrigerator overnight so the seasonings could get into that meat. And you're gonna have yourself some amazing flavor. Like I said, same thing on each side. Always buy one that's already pre-made for you, a seasoning that's pre-made for you. I like doing things on my own. I can control what I want in here. No MSG, nothing's funky in here. This is just original, unadulterated seasoning. If you look at a lot of those already pre-made ones, they have a lot of weird stuff in there. MSG being one, I don't like that. If you do, go for it. Find what works good for you and use it. You're gonna take your seasoning, dab it around the corners, just like so. Get your edges. You don't want to ever neglect the edges, okay? We're gonna put that in the refrigerator, uncovered overnight. This is what you're gonna end up with overnight. Seasoned. We got the Traeger outside preheating to 250. For this cook, I'm gonna be using the Typer dual sink. Showed you before many times the setup on this. We're gonna use the first probe. We're gonna stick it into the fattest part of the pork belly, right here. Just slide that in. We're gonna cook this until we hit 190. We're gonna pull it out, and it's gonna carry over heat. It's gonna make the temperature rise up, okay? Every hour you're gonna wanna baste it. Spray it with apple juice, apple cider vinegar, molasses, whatever you want. You could just use even water. You're gonna keep the skin moist, and the fat is gonna disintegrate, and all the flavors are gonna blend in together. Today I'm gonna be using Pit Boss hickory wood. Like I said, I'm trying out all the different species of wood, flavors, you name it. Today we're using straight up hickory wood. Okay, we got the Traeger up to 250 degrees. Open it up. Take our meat, dead center of the rack. We're gonna let that cook until we hit 190 degrees internal. Okay, it's been exactly an hour. So we end up with right here. What I have in this bottle here is 50% apple cider vinegar, 50% apple juice. We're just gonna spritz it. Nothing crazy. Just want to keep that fat moist. That's it. Next hour, show you again when I spritz it again. Okay, this is what we got at 2 hours. I'm gonna hit it again. At the 3 hour mark. Now we're looking at 3 hours in. Got that nice color on it. Got that bark going. We're gonna spritz it again. We'll let it ride. 4.5 hours, what you got. Spray it up some more. Let it ride again. We're looking at 5 hours in. It just hit 165, so we got 30 more to go. I'm gonna spritz it again. Can't even see it with all that smoke going. We got that nice bark. Fat is starting to break down and crispy, so we're getting there. I'll show you next round. Been 7 hours and 3 minutes. That's what we got here. Spritz it a little more. We're almost there. Okay. Tempted to raise the temperature. It smells so freaking good. Looks even better. Fat is getting good to go. Oh man, that looks good, boy. That smell, if you could smell it on TV, you see that juice dripping off of there? We cooking, boy. A little bit more. Get back to you when I'm about to pull it. We got the Insta thermometer out. We're gonna poke around in a couple of spots, get pulling readings. 90 is going in buttery smooth. 83. 95. If you take this up to like 200s, you can make pulled pork. If you want to have slices for tacos or sandwiches, anything like that, you want to pull it at 190 so it could carry over to 195. Let it rest for an hour, slice it, do whatever you want with it. So I'm going to pull mine at 190, let it carry over to 195 like I just said. Let it sit a little bit, and we're going to slice right into this bad boy. Okay, we just hit 192. That's what we're going to end up with right there. Nice, cooked, soft, broken down fat. I'm going to take it out now. It's going to let it cool. And the carryover temperature is going to bring it to 195. I'm going to slice into it after about 45 minutes and show you what we end up with. Here's a close-up. Nicely rendered pork belly. Got that nice color on it. I'm going to slice into it and show you what we end up with. Been resting for 45 minutes. I'm going to do the cut that everyone does and has to show on YouTube. Right down the middle. I'm going to open it up. There's your money shot right there.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's
thick. This is already pouring out of it. Do a nice thin slice. There you have it. Nice and tender. Take a piece of that. You ain't living until you had this done. Questions, comment, leave them below. I get back to everyone. Hope that video helped you. If it did, please subscribe, share the word. The more the merrier. Take care, fellas.